Welcome back to Säkerhetspodcasten at Sekte. I'm sitting here with Mattias and our interviewee today, Frans. Rosén.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You just got off stage after holding a 120 slide presentation in about 20 minutes, which you had 3.5 hours to prepare.
Yeah, that was basically it.
That's impressive.
I got the call yesterday at like 1 a.m. or something, and they're like, one guy is sick, can you jump in? And I'm like, yeah, but you want new material, right? And they're like, yeah, preferably. And I'm like, all right. So I sent like 1:30, I sent them a draft on what I was supposed to do, and then I went to bed. I like left my daughter to daycare, and then I just like jumped into it. And I thought to myself, like, this is gonna be fun because I need to do it in like 3.5 hours. So I recorded all the like everything I did during these 3 hours, and that's pretty interesting to see. Like in the retrospect, like what the hell am I focusing on? Like sometimes I'm just like browsing Twitter. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like do everything.
Yeah. So you showed that at the end of the talk as well.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, that was like meta.
Yeah,
this is how it was made.
That's fantastic. So
you typically started doing the presentation like 8 this morning?
Yeah, 8:30.
Yeah.
So it was very very tight with time. That was why I was actually 4 minutes late to this event. So they moved the lightning talk.
Yeah,
fresh off the presses.
Yes, it was really fresh off the press.
But the actual talk, the subject of the topic of the talk, that wasn't that new, right?
No, it wasn't. So the whole idea has been on my mind for almost like 1.5 years, because back in 2016 there was like a vulnerability that was disclosed. It got a CVE. I think actually Adobe themselves found the vulnerability, but they did a classic mistake, which is like they lowered the severity down to low for the patch. Meaning that nobody fixed it. Nobody. Like I haven't seen one actually patched it properly. So what happened is that I've been following this bug, or the bugs that the CVE ends up with, and it's not going away. There's nobody talking about it. It's just there, and it's all like the people that are actually looking for bugs. They're like, oh, AEM. Okay, we have this list of things which is like common. But it's not like they're common. They're all over the place because nobody are patching it. So I'm trying to like raise the awareness.
But aren't they even updating for like newer versions and stuff like that?
No, they're not. Like that's the thing with AEM. Like it's so big, it's so expensive. So what they will do, like rather than updating it and keeping probably the same consulting firm, is that they will probably like switch to another CMS.
Wow.
So it's a terrible, like I haven't seen people actually maintaining it properly anywhere.
Okay, to be honest, I had never heard of AEM before this talk.
It's
you
actually
probably visited a bunch of websites.
Sure, but you
probably flew airlines, went to a hotel, maybe went to a university school, maybe went to like a hospital, maybe like booked trains, like it's all over the place. Like it's and the thing is, it's so customizable. Like it's a framework and a baseline where consultants can just add their own Java code or like whatever they want to add.
Customize everything.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole baseline, like Dropbox is a very good example of one actually maintaining it, doing it properly, following the patch cycle, and making sure like all the content that they're using AEM for is like the content only is the one. That's the only thing that gets out through the filter that I showed and other things. And they like, we gonna remove every content, the default content, and only gonna like publish our own objects. But it's still possible to see that it's using AEM.
Is it still new installs and stuff like that, or is it an old product?
It's still new installs. Like they released like a new version pretty like not that long ago. I think it was like 7 or 8.
So it is possible to keep up to date if you do your homework, right?
Absolutely. But even the ones knowing like we're following the update cycle, like talking about Dropbox, they like, we know that we're following the update cycle, but they're like, yeah, but we're still gonna isolate it like completely away from our infrastructure. It's not gonna touch anything. It's probably one of the most broken products we know we have, but AEM has some benefits being like publishers.
I suppose because it's so customizable as well, it makes people less inclined to update it.
Yeah, absolutely, because that's the thing. They're talking about like it's so modular.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like the glue you see in between, that's gonna change between the versions.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, but then
That's gonna
you're
break
breaking.
shit, yeah.
Oh, you wrote an own module, and like that's what the pitch was from first. So it's like a perfect example of an enterprise product that just like gets stale because of.
And then it's Adobe, so it's horribly broken.
But the thing is, if it would have been a critical or a high or whatever, people would have cared about the vulnerability or the CVE for it.
And it really seems like it should be, because even at the lower impact side of things with this bug, you still have full read access.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So even if you don't get the RCE, I mean,
Sure.
it's still a terrible bug.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely not low in my book.
No. So you could read unpublished material, right?
It depends. On some, yes, but not on all of them. But the thing is, the directory structure is also based upon them like moving things between the published and the non-published. So there's a lot of the times you see like a TMP and you have like PDFs with like unpublished data in it. So it's terrible.
And I suppose because this is Java, right? We're talking about, and so some of the tools that you're not supposed to be able to access, but you can due to this misconfigured filter. I mean, there's probably going to be vulnerabilities in those.
Absolutely,
if you go looking. Right?
Absolutely. No, there's like I'm probably just scratched the surface. I know for a fact, like this year only, there were 2 unauthenticated SSRFs in AEM. That I don't know of exactly, but they are out there. Someone knows about them.
And they could be pretty bad in an enterprise environment.
Absolutely. I've showed some examples where it's like, like you see the Oracle management platform just because you were using AEM to get into the network. So, it's terrible.
So update your AEMs, people, or switch to a different CMS.
Yeah, or like patch it with a WAF, but you can't. So it's like
and
it's terrible.
Have Frans come to your conference, because you'll always have a backup talk 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, that's true.
Fantastic. Do you have anything to add or plug?
No, I'm good. I have a blog post coming up. Yeah, I have a blog post in I think it's a week. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We've been, me and Matthias Karlsson has been working on it for a couple of weeks, and it's related to a web server, and it's terrible.
Wow. Well, that sounds really interesting.
Yes.
You know where you heard it first.
So that's at labs.detectify.com, right?
Yes.
Great. So you find more information there, and follow you on Twitter at Frans Rosén. Sweet.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.